Any of you guys ever see the movie Assassins? He's just not wanting to fall over. Targets are just too heavy for 22. So ridiculous. Well, a lot of you guys have been asking about this thing for quite some time. This is a 2-inch Ruger Standard Auto. You ever seen the movie Assassins with Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone? They use these little short, compact, like Mark IIs that have been cut back to about a 3-inch barrel, and then they run a small suppressor on the front of it with a little front bead on the suppressor itself. And I just always thought they were the coolest freaking little guns. And I actually went shopping around and you know, I found this little Standard Auto in a pawn shop. You guys may have seen that in the last video that we put up, the 10 our 10 best pawn shop gun finds. I was talking about this little gun. I scored it for $1.25 and took it over to my machinist and had him turn it down. And some of you might be crying right about this moment because it's a Standard Auto, you know, but the thing was in really rough shape. I mean, it was missing a sear pin, sear spring. The outside finish was basically worn down. The bluing was all worn off. It had a bunch of kind of like minor pitting around the grip frame and stuff itself. And it was just overall not really something I would consider a collectible gun. And it probably wasn't really the best choice for this project because these old original Standard Autos, they don't have a last round bolt hold open. You know, the bolt will fall in an empty chamber and you squeeze the trigger and you're dinging that firing pin into the chamber wall itself, and you're causing it to swage out a little bit. And that was one of the issues I had with this thing, was it just had a little bit of a primer or a little bit of firing pin swage on there. And I had to run a chamber iron in it to fix that up and polish the crap out of it. And I gave it to Ray and Ryan up at Moss, and they put a shotgun bead on the front of it for me. They drilled and tapped the upper of the receiver here, put a shotgun bead on it, so I've got about a 4-inch sight radius. I can pretty much run any can on it that I want. It's just a novelty gun. It's just a fun gun because it's just one I wanted to put together, and you know, it's been a little bit of a project, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a big pain in the butt because just trying to get it to run properly and everything. Ryan Cerakoted it, and I think he got a little bit overzealous on the inside of the upper. We ended up having to strip a lot of that stuff out of there and to get it running properly. But we're just going to shoot the gun a little more for you and just have some fun with it today. I mean, it's a 2-inch barrel. The chamber takes up about 3/4 of an inch of that, I guess. So I got about maybe 1.25 inches of rifling. But surprisingly enough, it's well and good enough to stabilize it quite well, actually. So magazines I'm running, I've got an original Standard Auto mag that came with the gun, and then I've got a couple of original kind of old school Mark II mags that will work for pretty much the Standard Autos on up to like the Mark IIs. They have reversible buttons here, so you can swap them out to either side for the different fitment of the grips. And then this is actually one of the newer kind of OEM Ruger mags. I picked it up mainly just to try, and it's an old school like 9-shot mag as well. This is a 9-shot mag too. So we're gonna just shoot the thing and have a little bit of fun here and see if it'll work. Every now and again I have some hang-ups, and suppressor I'm running on here is a Dead Air Mask HD. I felt like it fit the gun quite well. Just the finish of it, the length is really nice. It's a little bit hefty. It weighs a little bit like over 7 ounces, like 7.7 ounces. But it fits the gun well because this is an all steel gun, so it's pretty hefty as it sits. But let's try to take out our gopher there about 15 yards away and see how he does there. I think keeping most shots on a 4-inch target at about 15 yards is kind of silly with this little gun here. All right, I'm gonna shoot in the dirt real quick. Actually, I'm gonna shoot our auto targets, and you can see how quiet this little rig is here. And this ammo I'm running is some of the Remington Thunderbolt. dirty, dirty, dirty ammo, but it's some of the best ammo I've found to run in this gun. I don't know what it is, if it's just a little bit higher pressure or whatever the case is, but it really cycles this thing really well. And the velocity is around 850 feet per second still. So it's high velocity ammo, but I'm still getting like 850 feet per second out of this gun, which is just insane. Take out the auto target there. It's so quiet. Get back up here. Where are you at? There you are. Let's try a headshot. Oh no. I'll try back there about 50 yards away just for fun. All right, let's take out a couple of sodas. Sounded like that bullet like went in the soda and bounced around a little bit and came out the backside. Yeah, just barely spraying. Let's hit it a couple more times. There we go, yeah! Oh no! Out of Umu. Let's see. Load this one more mag here, and then I'm gonna try out some of the Sniper Subsonics. If you guys never seen this, some pretty neat stuff. I'll show it to you in a minute here. I'll just douse that watermelon. A little shower for that watermelon there. Let's take a few shots at him. Ridiculous. Who ever heard of a 2-inch gun? Let's see. So Sniper Subsonics. All right, so this is pretty interesting. This is made by Agula. And it's a 60 grain lead projectile on a 22 short case. Basically gives you the overall length of a standard 22 long rifle bullet. So I'm not gonna lie, these things are kind of sporadic in this gun. Early on, I filmed a couple little shorts, you know, for like Instagram and stuff like that, and I was running the gun with my Liberty regulator, and it seemed to be liking these quite well. It's an older 22 barrel, so it's a 1 in 12 twist, which is actually pretty good to stabilize these heavy projectiles. And certain guns I've noticed actually stabilize them pretty well, even being like a 16 twist barrel. It's just one of those oddball things, you just kind of have to try it out. My CZ bolt action, my 455, does not like these one bit. My 1022s don't like them. But for the most part, handguns, I think it might just be the short barrels on them, but especially this one with the twist, it seems to work quite well. We're just going to load up these couple of mags here and just try it out and see. That's a 9-shot mag. All right, so let's try this original Mark II real quick. Let's shoot a piece of steel with it real quick and see how it does. Yep, and some feeding issues. Kind of like a shotgun pattern at this range with that ammo, but runs all right. Yep, not liking that stuff. Nope. Get in there. Some oddball ammo for a semi-auto. And it stinks to high heaven too. Uh-oh. I ain't liking that newer mag. Like I said, this is just a novelty gun. Definitely not meant to be a combat gun or anything crazy like that. I'll take this little bit of ammo. I'm gonna load it up in the Mark II mag and see how it does. I'm gonna turn it over to Eric to let him have a little fun, de-stress a little bit. I love 22s. I mean, 22 is my favorite thing to shoot. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and fill that thing up. It's cheap, it's effective. I mean, for small critters and stuff like that, if you're, you know, into pest control around your house, whatever the case is, and it's just so much fun. And especially suppressed, it's just so quiet, basically backyard plinking, like what we're doing here.
It's barely pooping that brass out.
Yeah, it's barely getting it out, so.
And the slow-mo, it's just literally like 4 inches from the side of the gun.
Yeah, it gets it out of there well enough, though. All right, let's see. Try to shoot that little 6-inch popper there real quick. Nope. Yeah, having some issues feeding that ammo. Oh well. Got it that time. Yep. All right, let's try something real quick and see if it'll work. I'm gonna hold the bolt shut and kind of quiets the action of the gun down. You basically just hear the round going down range. We'll shoot some just in the dirt down there. Let's see what it sounds like here. Yep. Old guns, man, they're problems. Extraction problems. I'm gonna clear this little malfunction there, and it's getting a little bit skanky. Let me see if I can finish this mag out real quick. I'll turn it over to Eric. It's ridiculous. All right, let this thing cool off for a minute, and Eric's gonna have a little bit of fun too.
All right, I've seen the kind of progress of this gun and all the work that Chad's put into it. It's a really cool little gun. It's got its quirks, but like you said, it's a fun little pistol to take out and play with. And I really wish that Ruger would just offer this maybe as like a configuration that you can just buy like in a Mark IV. That way you can drop the top off, throw it in the ultrasonic, clean it, do whatever you need to do. But the concept is definitely there. Cool little gun. I'm gonna shoot it a little bit for you here. Not bad in the accuracy department. I mean, I'm kind of close. I'll punch it out a little bit further. And this is just a wicked fun little pistol. I hope you guys can see how much fun this is. Why not? I'm gonna pass the mags over to Kevin there. He's gonna load a few for me. All right. Little gun's not running too terrible. All right, how about a couple of sodas?
I call that a soda stream.
That's so awesome. Definitely nothing wrong with shooting these little guns. A lot of fun. Thank you, Kevin. All right. It's a fun gun to just go full gonzo with. All right, let's try a couple of those longer range targets. That looks like fun. Well, gun's not running too terrible, is it? Awfully quiet.
Awfully.
Awfully. Awfully. Ah.
Ding. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad for a layman. All righty. Couple more mags. I'm gonna let you guys get back to your day here. The round bounced off the ground. All right. These couple more mags here and we'll be wrapping this up. Hope you guys can see how fun this little gun is. It's just one of those kind of concept things. One of those deals where if you're handy on a lathe or something like that and you want to, put together a little gun like this, it's a real handy suppressor host. Something that's kind of unique that not a lot of people have. I think that's kind of what Chad was going for here, and it seems like he pretty much got the right idea here. It's accurate, seems to be reasonably reliable, not too bad. A little rapid fire action, not gonna hurt a thing. That's just too much fun. Let's try one more rapid fire mag here. Yeah, I can't say I don't like the last round, bolt hold up and not being on there, but
yeah, like I said, it probably wasn't the best gun for that particular project.
Yeah.
Probably would have went with a Mark II, but it was just a cheap pawn shop.
hey, it's killer, man. Who cares?
I'll just have to make another one.
All right, one more. I mean, that right there, proof's in the pudding. I mean, I was just kind of looking through the gun and not really kind of, just kind of looking at the target down there. It lobs them right in. Hopefully you saw the fun in this video. This is so wicked to play with this thing. It's a really cool gun. And I'll tell you another thing, like anytime that Chad and I show up to a shoot somewhere or something and we have this gun, people love it. Everybody wants to shoot it. So really cool there. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. We got a lot more in the pipeline, a lot more going on. Thank you very much for the support. Catch you next time.